Hello everybody, Janine here from Banana Wisdom, aka Potato Wisdom. I'm still not sure what I'm doing with my name, but once I know what I'm doing, I will let you guys know. Yeah, so as I had said last week, I wanted to start doing mukbangs on Mondays. So, you know, it gives me a break from vlogging and just gives me a chance to sit down and have a chat with you guys. Yeah, so today I am eating fries, curry fries, inspired from High Carb Hannah's Lean and Clean ebook. This is a little bit modified. It's kind of my lazy version of it. I just have two spices in there, literally onion powder and curry powder, equal parts. And you just put enough on there to coat your fries. And I also have here some crisp romaine lettuce to wrap around the fries. And I'm going to show you guys how I make my famous sounds so silly. I'm going to show you guys how I make my maple mustard smoked dressing. So yeah, I'm feeling really awkward today for some reason. I'm still I'm having a hard time with my moods lately. But yeah, I just feel kind of like this blah, and I almost didn't want to do this video because I didn't want it to be so boring and not melancholy, but you know, just who wants to watch somebody who's not feeling excited about life right now? Not that I'm not excited about life, but I'm just going through something right now, you know? So it kind of makes it harder to put my face out there because I'd rather just be in bed watching Game of Thrones or Harry Potter or something. But anyway, I don't know. I already feel better just sitting here talking to you guys. It's making me come out of my little shell that I've put myself in the last couple weeks. I also got something, I got a package from the Ginger people this week, and they gave me 4 of these. My husband already drank 2 of them. Now this isn't, I'm not really a soda drinker. I used to be. This is not like part of the potato cleanse or anything like that, but I'm going to enjoy this with my meal with you guys today. So. And it's good to put this on ice because it's very, very gingery. So it's, yeah, it's more like a ginger beer. Yeah, exactly. It's a ginger beer. So it's not going to be like ginger ale or anything like that. So they also sent me my favorite dip. It used to be called sweet Thai chili or something like that. But it looks like, oh, here it says sweet ginger chili. But they changed the label a little bit. But anyway, I always call it sweet Thai chili sauce. Pretty much the same thing. And yeah, this has 13 milligrams of sodium per 2 tablespoons, which is awesome. I love to have this with like some rice and some steamed broccoli. And yes, I am eating broccoli now. So sometimes just some steamed broccoli and some rice with a little bit of this sauce on top is so good. And speaking of broccoli, I am wearing my Team Broccoli shirt and it says Broccoli Babe. And I made these, I designed these for Jenny, Team Broccoli, so she's selling these now. This is kind of one of the sample ones that we were testing out. So this particular style, or this art, is, we shrunk it a little bit and moved it up. So it'll be more up here and it won't be so big that you can't see it. Like, so yeah, it'll be more like that, so. Yeah, I'm proud to say that I now eat broccoli, so I can actually wear a Team Broccoli shirt. So, yeah, I'm gonna taste test this. Yeah, it's literally like a gingerbread cookie in a glass. It's good. Definitely good with ice and kind of water it down a bit. Alright, so my fries are getting cold, so I better hurry up. So I've got my West Bray Naturals stone ground mustard. None of this is sponsored, by the way. Ginger people, I signed up for a program where I can get samples from them every now and then, so it's not like they specifically said, hey, show our products and we'll give you money or something like that. They don't. I just get, you know, some free products. So I usually buy this from Vitacost. You can get it on Amazon as well. But Vitacost works out better for me in Canada. It's an American company and they ship to Canada and you can get up to $1,000 worth of stuff duty free. Now I wish they sponsored me because I love it. But yeah, I wish these guys sponsored me actually. Sponsor me. Westbury Naturals. So good. No salt. Yeah, no salt added. And there's no added sugars or anything. So you could literally eat as much of this as you wanted with your meal, and it's not gonna mess up, you know, your weight loss goals or something. So yeah, I put about, I don't know, that's almost 2 tablespoons, maybe a tablespoon and a half in here. And I don't put a whole lot. I don't actually use this very much anymore. But when I first started the potato cleanse, I did use it more. But I just put a little bit in there. I don't do half and half, but you know, when I first started out making this stuff, I did half and half. I just find I don't need that sweetness anymore as much as I used to. So just a little bit, maybe a teaspoon. And then this is really good. Some liquid smoke in there. Yum. I don't really know if it goes with the curry thing or not, but I'm not really good at mixing my flavors. See, I'm drinking ginger beer, curry fries, and maple smoked mustard. That's good. So I don't really even know what I'm going to talk about today. So good. You guys aren't going to get much of a crunch bomb today. Just wait for the lettuce. I did have a question on YouTube that I wanted to answer in today's video. Alright, so a couple questions from one person. From Starshine, Love Like Lover. That's a interesting name. Yeah, her question was, will I be getting a potato tattoo? Because a lot of you know I got my banana tattoo. I don't know. I haven't put a lot of thought into it, but that is kind of a good idea. I kind of wouldn't mind getting like more tattoos that are fruit and vegetables for the hell of it. And maybe this arm could be like fruits and this one vegetables. I don't know. But I already have the pig here. And I've got my dogs on my leg. So I was thinking like my right side could be animals and just stick with animals on this side. And then this side could be like fruits and vegetables. So I don't know. That would be cool. I think it would have to be kind of a cartoony potato, I think, rather than just like a potato. Because that might be kind of boring. So maybe I'd have to get somebody to draw me a potato. I could draw it myself, but honestly I would rather the tattoo artist draw it and have something that they feel proud of. As that has been the best tattoo experience I've ever had, is when I found an artist who I liked the art style. I liked his just his whole style, and just, can you create something because I love your artwork? And he just loved it. So I think a lot of tattoo artists probably get tired of doing some of the template work, or you know, stuff where people bring in and say copy this or whatever. So I think it's really good when you really let an artist do their thing. That's when you get the best results, I think. So that's how I got this tattoo. If I can roll my sleeve up high enough. My flying pig. So, which is my vegan tattoo, my animal liberation tattoo. So I love this one so much. It's my favorite. And the same person asked, now that you have a Fitbit, do you have new training goals? So, I don't know. I kind of got the Fitbit because I really like the idea that this is going to remind me every hour to move. Yeah, I don't have new training goals just yet. I'm still working on my shoulder issue. It is getting better. So I want to kick this in the butt. I want to get rid of this as soon as possible. And once that's done, I plan to get back into strength training. That's the word I was trying to think of. And I do want to do another Spartan race. Obstacle course races. I had so much fun doing that. I can never get sick of these. Ever since Hannah's Leaning Clean ebook came out back in November, I've been eating these like twice a week at least. know some people say they struggle with making oil-free oven-baked fries, like trying to make them cook properly. Like some people find they get burnt on the outside and they're not fully cooked on the inside. You kind of have to experiment with your oven, but if yours are like burning on the outside but still hard on the inside, then I would say your oven temperature is too high. Mine do really well at 420 for about 40 minutes. And I bake them on a cookie sheet lined with parchment paper. And some people do, instead of parchment paper, I think they're called silpat mats or something. I think they're like silicone mats you can line your cookie sheet with. You could try it that way too. But yeah, there's different ways you can do it. I just like the parchment paper because I'm lazy and it's just easy. Easy clean up. And another option is that you could steam your potatoes a little bit first, like after you chop them up into fry shape. Steam them maybe for 10 minutes and then put them in the oven to bake them. And I find cutting them like this size helps a lot. Some people find their fries just get too done, and usually when after I talk to them, I figure out that they've cut them really thin. This is how I eat it with lettuce, because I'm not a huge salad person, so this is a good way for me to get my greens in. And it like brings out the flavor, I find. It brings out the flavor of the spices and the sauce, so it's pretty good. I remember before the potato challenge, the only way I could eat this, like lettuce wraps, was if I smothered them in hummus. But now I don't mind the flavor of just, like I can eat these by themselves. It doesn't bother me, you know? Whereas before that, it tasted kind of bitter to me. So, I'm a testament to how much taste buds change on this plan. That's so refreshing. You know, these flavors actually aren't too bad together. When I drink that and have the sauce after, it like brings out that smoky flavor. Alright, what else should I talk about? Whenever I see somebody, it's usually on Facebook or whatever, somewhere on social media, commenting that their doctor or even just their peers in the online community told them that, you know, if they have Hashimoto's, that they should not eat carbs, that they should be eating a low carb paleo diet, and they call it a paleo AIP, which is autoimmune protocol. And like these women that are vegan, that they're just scared that they're gonna have to eat meat again. I went through that myself. Like there was a period of time where I was starting to get depressed and thought, man, am I gonna have to eat meat again to get better? Because there was a point in time, even after I went vegan, that I just was not feeling well. I totally burnt out my adrenals, probably about 6-7 months before that, by over-exercising and under-eating. So I was really severely cutting calories and exercising like crazy as per a personal trainer. When I started losing weight again, it was when I was eating more starches and just cutting the junk out. And I just, the less junk I eat, the better I feel. So like the only common denominator I feel like between this paleo thing, the protocol that a lot of people are being told to do in this community, is I think the only common denominator that makes them maybe feel a little better is because they've cut out junk as well. So I don't know, I've had conversations with people that are paleo and they respect, you know, vegans. I respect your choice to be vegan. Oh, I hate hearing that too. I respect your choice to be vegan, but you need to respect mine. It's like, come on. I'm not killing anything to, you know, I don't know. It's just kind of stupid to ask somebody to respect your choice to kill an animal, you know? Respect my choice to eat meat. They should be saying, respect my choice to pay somebody to kill an animal for me because I believe I need to eat that. Anyway, I'm kind of getting off track here, but it just drives me nuts especially when I see a vegan woman and just like, she's just like, oh my God, am I gonna have to go eat meat again? So-and-so told me this, that, you know, you can't heal your body. Like, people are telling these vegan women that they cannot heal their Hashimoto's or heal their body or feel better unless they do this low carb paleo thing. As long as they eat carbs, they're not going to get better. This is what they're telling them. And it just drives me nuts. And recently I saw somebody post in a Facebook group that their doctor had told them this, that, you know, you can't eat carbs. It's bad for your blood sugar, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, it just gets me so fired up. And I think I replied, that's bullshit. You know, I kind of got a little bit fired up over it. No, I think I said your doctor's full of shit. I feel like I'm living proof that you can have Hashimoto's, you can thrive, you can manage your life. You don't have to let the disease become your life. You don't have to let it take over your life. And you can feel better. And you can do it while eating a shit ton of carbs. You guys have to give me some ideas for these mukbangs. Otherwise I'm just gonna talk random shit or rant or just sit here and eat. What else could I talk about? My husband and I, we're traveling soon-ish. We're gonna be in Phoenix, Vegas, Phoenix, and Tucson the first week of June. So, I'm trying to plan out, you know, meetups and things like that for Phoenix. That we'll be in Phoenix for the most of the trip. We're gonna be in Vegas for, I think, 2 or 3 days, something like that. It is also our anniversary too. I think it's our 7th. Is it our 7th? I think so. Probably meet up with Jenny, Team Broccoli, Kat, formerly known as Vegas Fruity, but I think she's now Kat on Point. Maybe a few other friends. Whoever's up for it. If there's a bunch of people that want to meet up, then maybe I could plan an actual meetup, you know, where we all get together and hang out. Definitely would love to have meetups at Veggie Nation. That is my absolute favorite vegan restaurant of all time. I love that place. Cafe Gratitude is right up there though. So if you are in Vegas, Phoenix, or Tucson, let me know. The main reason I'm going to Tucson is to visit Hannah and Derek. So yeah, hopefully I'll be doing a video with Hannah and Derek. We talked about maybe Betty Lou doing an appearance in Hannah's kitchen, but I don't know. I haven't done Betty Lou in a while. We'll see. How does she talk? I'm a little rusty. No, that's not her. See, I can't even get into character anymore. Betty. Betty Lou? No, that's not you. No, that's not Betty Lou. Bottoms up. No, I'm sort of feeling her again. It's sort of coming back to me. I'm feeling Betty Lou's personality come back into my body. It's not quite there. Not quite there. I think I need the wig and the makeup, and then Betty Lou will come to life. Oh, it feels really weird. I'm curious, all the people that watch me, how many of you are into what I call woo-woo stuff to people that are just normal? I'm not normal if you haven't figured that out. But, you know, like psychic things, or if you believe in spirits, you know, do you believe you can contact those who have passed on, like mediumship? Yeah, a woman from Australia contacted me. She just wanted to know, you know, some tips on how to start a YouTube channel and all that. And it turns out that she's very much into those things as I am. And I just thought, wow. And she's like, I was just drawn to you and I didn't know why. And she didn't know that part of me either. So sometimes I wonder, like, how much of, you know, just somebody's energy that you're drawn to them and you don't really know why. And then, like, you know, how much of that is true. Yeah, I've always been kind of more open to that stuff, but I do remember for a long time I just didn't want anything to do with it. Like, I remember getting a psychic reading one time and I was kind of mad because what she said didn't come true, but it was kind of my own doing, you know, because we all have free will. So I don't believe there's such thing as someone giving you a fortune, like, you know, like fortune telling, where they can tell you the exact future. I know sometimes there's things that, you know, the psychic will get right. Like, you can get the general picture right. I mean, I know there's sometimes where it's like spot on, like you are gonna meet a brown-haired man. Well, that's still generic, but it's not that I don't believe that, you know, sometimes we can have insight into the future, but it's not always gonna be exact because we do have free will. So it's not like your future is already laid out for you and you have no choice in how it's going to happen. I don't believe in that. And, you know, I'm always afraid of using the word like psychic sometimes when it's describing what I do. Yeah, so I kind of shunned that stuff for a long time, but I do remember, like, once a year my friend and I would call a psychic, you know, for fun when we were in college, just to get a reading. And there's one lady, I was in college for, sorry, it sounds awful. I should use the other one. I was in college at the time for studying illustration, which is like commercial drawing, I guess, you know, like not fine arts, but just learning how to draw so that you could draw for business, you know, editorial illustration and, you know, whatever. You could draw characters or even stuff like this. This is drawn out too, even though this is probably clip art. But yeah, so I studied illustration. Like, even this little ginger guy, somebody drew that. And she told me I was going to be graduating in 1997. I was graduating from college and I was going to be working as a computer graphics artist. And at that time I was like, what? I just thought, no way, I'm not doing that. That's not what I'm going to school for. And she was right. She was spot on. I don't remember everything else she said, but that just stuck with me forever. And I always remember back, I think back to that, I'm like, man, that lady was spot on. But, you know, if I had decided something else and I didn't want to do that, then I have free will to decide that. So, but my feeling is that I'm an empath, which means that I pick up on other people's emotions and energy, which is, it's so weird because I've always been the type to kind of like swallow my emotions and not show it. So I could probably do a good poker face. I don't know if I can anymore, but, you know, maybe when I was a kid and through most of my 20s and stuff. But I was really good at not letting on like how I was feeling. And maybe it's just because I had so many emotions to deal with that I just learned how to kind of just bury it. And I kind of feel like a lot of my health issues and things, illnesses that I had in my 30s were because of that. So I feel like if maybe, you know, it was more of a accepted thing when you're a kid, like it's sort of becoming more accepted now, but I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'm just in my own little woo-woo world. But there's like, you can take courses now on like how to deal with a sensitive child, like extra sensitive child, or empathic child, or gifted child, you know, children with like psychic gifts. Like some children naturally like have spirits visiting them, you know, or they might be like, oh, I talked to grandma last night, you know, and they don't even realize what's going on. But there is stuff out there that's, you know, that a lot of people might think is crazy, that I believe is true. I don't know, I guess you just have to be open-minded about that stuff. Now that I realized what I am, or, you know, that I'm empathic, so much makes sense to me now, looking back at my childhood. I was just very sensitive, and, you know, I felt like sometimes I go through periods of just feeling sad, but didn't really know why. If I am in a crowd of people and these people are celebrating, it's like a nice positive event, and there's a lot of love and joy and happiness, even if it's just like one of those, what do you call it, like a pep rally, like a, what do you call it? It's just anytime a group of people come together for a purpose, and it's not like a bad purpose, and I'm just walking through that crowd, it brings me to tears. Like I just get, it's like I absorb this overwhelming, everybody's emotions, and it just like overcomes me, I guess. So I don't know why I'm talking about this stuff. So anyway, I'm empathic, practicing psychic. I can do a little bit of mediumship, but I haven't practiced that enough yet, but pretty amazing stuff. And when I first got into this, like when I really like opened up, it was after I did Reiki. Actually, I took up Reiki to learn how to work out, do Reiki on myself, just to kind of shift my own energy and just deal with my own things. I'm kind of a tool for myself. And I think that kind of opened up Pandora's box, as you sort of, not in a bad way, but it kind of just like opened that lid that I had closed. So after that, I would just be laying there, like, you know, trying to go to sleep or something like that, or I'd be meditating, and it's just like all these images in my mind just kept flashing. It was almost like photographs, like, but they go really, really fast. So I'd like see thousands of photographs, and it just got like, so it was just like, oh my God, like I want this to slow down because I want to actually look at some of these images. Some of them are like really old, you know, it'd be like two people, like two children in a black and white photo from like a long time ago, you know, like just really old photos. Some of them were just like an image of maybe a Spanish colonial architecture, like maybe like a tiled floor with a really neat pattern on it. And like, why am I seeing that, you know? So I got really into that, you know, I kind of wanted to explore that a little more and learn how to control it. So I stumbled across a class at the community center, metaphysical hypnosis. Metaphysical hypnosis. That was really cool. So we kind of learned how to hypnotize ourselves. And the hypnotherapist that I met there that was teaching the class, I went to see her for a while. So I think it just really facilitated opening up my imagination too, which is something that I kind of buried for a while as well. And honestly, I feel like imagination and this whole esoteric thing, you know, just, it's all connected. So I feel like when we're using our imagination, that we are connected to source, or whatever you want to call it. You know, that divine energy or whatever, like the thing that connects us all, like all us living beings. And yeah, I feel like creativity and imagination is something that's part of that, and like kids are so in tune to that. It's just, we kind of lose it as we become adults. It was just really therapeutic for me. And yeah, I did learn to become more confident in using my intuition and just controlling those images that I got, and I started playing around with it more. reading books and stuff, and then that led to taking, actually my teacher ended up making a course, like because of me, inspired by me. She made a course at the community center called, I can't remember, it was about like, you know, developing your intuition and trusting your intuition. You know, when you're opening yourself up to something, that you attract all that, you know, and you find it. It's kind of like a law of attraction, I guess, but it just, you know, one thing led to another, and I found this lady and I listened to her radio show for a while, and then one time I called in or emailed, I think I emailed in a question and it got featured on the show. And the lady that was on that show with her, there was another psychic woman on the show with her who I just really connected with like immediately, and I was like, I gotta go find this woman. Like I want to know like who she is and what her website is, and her name was Karen Hager, who I still keep in contact with now, and I still do training with now. So she's become my mentor. But yeah, it was really cool how that all happened. And yeah, I've been training with Karen for the last 3 years. I think it was the second level that I took where we learned about mediumship. And just to back up, I remember when I started getting into all this stuff and reading about psychic types and different books, I remember thinking, please don't make me a medium. Like that stuff just scared me. You know, the whole idea of talking to a spirit, it conjured up, you know, stuff you'd see on movies, or, you know, like those shows where they go in and try to contact spirits in the dark. You know, it just conjured up that kind of scary thing. And if anything out of all this stuff I learned, I'm just so grateful to have found that teacher, because she taught us how to approach it in a non-scary way, and now it doesn't bother me, you know, I don't find it scary. My very first mediumship practice session. Oh, I think we have a visitor. Hi. Oh, are you having a bath? Hmm? No, you can't. This little one, I call her my familiar, because whenever I'm doing Reiki on myself, even when I've practiced on my husband or whatever, she's always around. She likes that stuff, don't you? Yeah, my little familiar. No, it's not for you. So in this first session, you're supposed to go have a bath. I had my partner, and I think it was I had to read first, so I think, no, I read second. I don't remember, it doesn't matter, but I just described this woman that I saw. You know, it's all in my mind's eye. It's not like I see something right in front of me, right? It's not like I see like somebody standing there looking at me, but it's all in my mind's eye. So like, you know, what you would see in your imagination. So I described to my partner what I had saw, and she said, I think it's my mother. And I just even described her demeanor and like, you know, how she held herself and just her energy, and she was like, yeah, that's my mother. And then she's like, did she give you a name? And I said, well, it's something with an M, like is it Mary or maybe Margaret? And she said, yeah. And I said, well, which one, Mary or Margaret? And she said, no, her name actually is Mary Margaret. So this woman's name was Mary Margaret. And I just was like, what? So I don't think I did a whole lot of reading for her after that. I was just like so blown away that I like got the name, like a name like that. I've never heard of a name like that. I almost felt like it was beginner's luck, because I had a hard time after that getting somebody's name exact, but it's more of seeing the person's, what they look like, what their personality is like, maybe what kind of things they enjoyed eating when they were alive, and things they didn't like. As far as like talking to this person, it's kind of muffled right now. Like that's why I was surprised I actually got that person's name, because it's almost like me trying to play charades with the person. So, and I think they're just trying to talk my language because I'm a very visual person. So anyway, I know this stuff's so weird, isn't it? But yeah, that's the side of me that some of you might not know about that I really enjoy. And you know, outside of veganism, there's a lot more to me. Anyway, my fries are getting cold. I'm starting to get bored of them. What are you doing? You're supposed to be having a bath. I love you, Penny Pooh. Yeah. You did a good paprika. Is Dad gonna give you a bath? Oh no. I don't know why dogs hate baths so much, because they feel so good afterwards. They're running around all happy and rolling and oh, I feel so good. I know half of it they're trying to dry off, but they do feel better after they have a bath. Like, but you know, when you say the bath word, they're like, no. Junebug is funny. She likes to play in the bathtub. Alright. I think I'm done. I'm not full. I'm not hungry anymore. I'm getting bored. So, it's time to stop eating. I'll probably eat more after this, to be honest. I want to go heat these up. Alright. Thank you guys for watching and listening to my ramble for however long this video ends up being. And give me some ideas, some topics to talk about, you know? If you want my opinion on something, you want me to tell you a story, whatever. And if you have questions for my next mukbang, let me know. So that I don't have to think of things to talk about and get into weird stuff like I did today. So, alright. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one, which will be weigh-in Wednesday. Woohoo! Oh god. I hope it's good. You wet puppy.
She's really good with cleaning her face. She just sits there and lets you wipe her face all off.
Oh, you're so cute.
Yeah.
Did Dad give you a bath? You're all clean now?
She was playing with that.
You're next.
Yeah,
She left. Oh, poor Penny.
And he's just like, I just want out of here.
Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Ah. Hey, don't you dare. That's not yours.